Welcome back to La Conexión Podcast. I'm your co-host, Carlos.
And I am Sandy.
This is episode number 3.
Do you do this or do you do this?
I do this.
I do this, but right now I went like this.
I feel like this is kind of like too much work.
It's like a peace sign, but one more finger.
Yeah, but your pinky is so far away, and it's just like, this one's right here.
Okay.
I mean, it's faster, like, boom, versus... I guess I just have a hard time doing this
fact that it takes you a long time to get there, that's pretty funny.
It doesn't take me long to get these 2 fingers out, though.
Why are you using 2 only? I'm just kidding.
Dang.
Okay, I'm done.
I
Go.
don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Okay, go.
So today we're going to be getting pretty hardcore. Hopefully we don't get censored or blocked anywhere, banned from any of the social media platforms.
Do people still get banned on podcasts? Because I feel like I hear everything.
I don't know, honestly. I think maybe not, just because you're sitting down and you're not really like showing stuff.
Or doing anything. You're just there.
You're just kind of like talking. We're going to find out.
Okay.
Juicy question that I have for you.
Ask me.
And be brutally honest, and because I feel like a lot of men maybe don't know the answer to this, or they don't know if there's any sort of structure or timeline for this, and so I think it'll be very helpful.
Or if there's an actual answer to it.
Yeah, or a case-by-case basis, I guess, too, right? But my question of the day is, how long should eating pussy last?
You see, I feel like that's such like a personal opinion type of question. You don't think so?
I feel like as a man...
actually,
as a woman, because you're like, what do you feel?
Okay, I feel like as a man, I'm just speaking because, I don't know, that's just like... Okay, as a man, I feel like you just think the longer the better. And I don't think that's the case, but that's my personal opinion.
I don't think the longer the better.
Okay. Anyways, I feel like... Or maybe it's like a young person type of thing. Like,
I'm young.
I can go for an hour. Like...
I feel like that's very tiring.
I know, but I'm saying that's like a comment that I've heard before.
From who?
Just in general.
I feel like I'll become like a pit bull and just get lockjaw. Like if I'm going that long, like imagine talking like a lot for like an hour.
People do.
Like, or eating for an hour straight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that's how it happens.
Okay, anyways.
Eating a sandia for an hour.
Okay. I want to say...
Like minimum.
No, I'm going to say max.
Let's go. Okay, do max and then minimum.
Okay. So max, I would say about... Max. 15 minutes.
Dang.
Minimum...
That's a long time, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. That's like a max. Like, don't even go there.
Like, you're gonna fall asleep or no?
Yeah, probably.
Why would you want that?
I'm saying that's the max.
Right, okay.
And the minimum, I would say, like, 3 to 5 minutes. That's like the good spot. 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5. I want to say, I think, I don't think there's like a time.
Yeah, that too. That's
Like,
why I'm like, this question is kind of like...
I feel like you kind of go based off of
the mood.
Like, because you could put in work in a minute and the game over. Like, let's go. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, she's ready. That only took 20 seconds of me munching down. Or it's kind of like, all right, today's gonna take a little longer.
I think it just depends on the mood.
Yeah, so I think minimum though like 2 minutes. Max, I want to say max. It depends though too. Like if you're strictly just gonna do that, and nothing else is gonna happen, then it's like, all right, I'll go a little longer. Like I'll do a little 10, 12, 13,
Yeah.
10 to 15. Anything over 15 is kind of like,
Don't go to. I changed my answer.
that's a long.
10 max.
That's like, imagine 15 minutes on a Stairmaster. You're dying. You know, if you're going hard, like
Yeah.
it's like it kind of starts,
10 minutes max. That's my final answer.
10 minutes max. I think 10 minutes max is a solid
Yeah.
amount.
For sure.
Because at that point, it's kind of like, all right, let's change it up. Let's do this, let's get it going.
Yeah. I
Unless-
think 10 minutes max. But that's already, like, don't go over 8.
Minimum 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah, 2 minutes. But 2 minutes could go by really fast.
2 minutes.
When you're having fun.
Yeah, time flies.
So 3 to 5 is still my answer.
35 business days.
Yeah. 3 to 5.
Yeah. Interesting.
What
do
about
guys
you?
think? What?
What about how long do you think, like, what's the minimum and the maximum that you feel is good for you? Like, for a,
Like somebody eating my pussy?
yeah.
For a blowjob. I don't know. I really, really enjoy blowjob.
Great.
I feel like minimum, like 10 minutes.
That's the minimum?
I feel like 10 minutes is like, let's go.
Aren't you gonna fall asleep?
No. I'm wide awake. I'm up.
10 minutes. That's a long time.
I don't know, because it's kind of like, I feel like it's different.
It's different.
I feel like it's different because it's kind of like there's a lot.
You can do. Or what?
Yeah, like there's just like a literally like a mass, and it's kind of there, and it's like you gotta kind of, you gotta put in work. And I feel
I don't
like,
know. Tell me, because it sounds like you know how to do this.
No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, okay, I would enjoy a minimum of 10 minutes. Like, if it's like a 1 minute, 2 minute thing, I'm just kind of like, dang, man, like,
It's already over.
I want to go again. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the ride is already over, and you were just so excited you waited in line, and, you got on, and then you got off.
Okay, so what's your max?
Max?
Like, what's too much?
Like, too much? Like, anything over 20 minutes.
Oh my god, you made it seem like you need a minimum of 10, like if it, like you wanted 40 minutes or something.
I would love a minimum of 10 minutes. Like that's like, oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Like, let's go. Let's dance. This is fire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But also, same thing, right? It can be a 5-minute thing where it's like, okay, I'm good. Let's go.
Okay.
But as far as like a preference, what I think a minimum should be 10 minutes.
10 minutes and 20 minutes max.
I think 20 minutes max is like, all right.
So that means your perfect time is like 15?
No, my perfect time is 10.
So what's your minimum?
Maybe like,
Because that was a question and you kept saying 10, but 10 to me sounds like that's like your sweet spot. Like 10 is my sweet spot, so what's the minimum?
like 7 minutes. Over 5.
Might as well say 9.
Oh, I'm trying to have a good time. Like, what's a minimum for you?
I feel like the minimum would be like 3 to 5 minutes.
Minimum? What about max?
Max, like
So your jaw
15
starts hurting?
pretty much. Just kidding. No, I think 15 is like the max. Like,
That's
I
the
will
max.
not do over 15.
I feel like on your end, it's gonna. I think on the girls' end, it's
It's
like.
like, it's
a
my
lot.
turn.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're doing like the whole, same time, it's kind of like, all right, let's see who's gonna give up first.
I think 15 max, 5 minimum. Let
What
me
about
think
the
again.
balls? What about the balls? Though? Like, is that like its own separate thing or what?
Wait, why are you talking about the balls?
Cause you need like a whole job.
Okay, I think 5 minimum.
5 minimum on the actual cock, and then 3 minutes on the balls, or what?
No, I just think overall 5 and 15. That's it.
5 and then 15.
No, 15 max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
that is a really long time.
That's like a part-time job.
Pretty much.
So I think overall, there's like a sweet spot between 5 to 10 minutes overall
Okay.
for both parties. I think that's like good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and then like you also have like sucking titties too. I feel like that one's pretty quick.
Yeah, I was about to say, why is that even a... I don't
I mean,
think
you
that's
have
a
two,
good one.
so I mean, it's like 2
what?
minutes each one.
I mean, I guess there's so many things you can do with your whole entire body, but we were just talking about those two specific things.
I mean, overall, like, what do you think? Like the whole sexual experience, like, how long should that last?
That's a
You know
hard
what
question.
You know what I think is like bull when like a lot of people ask like they'll ask guys like, how long do you last? And it's like an hour minimum. It's like,
Yes.
bro, you're gonna be sore like 20 minutes in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you even want to do this for an hour, you know?
Imagine getting pounded for 40 minutes. Absolutely destroyed for 40 minutes.
Or are they talking about the whole entire experience together? Because I feel like role play and stuff like that can take up to like 45 minutes.
Yeah, especially if you're like dressing up, delivering pizza and shit. That's like, dang, that's a long time.
No, do you get what I mean though?
Yeah. Like the whole package.
The whole entire package. Like, for example, you're
Making out.
making out, you're sucking dick for 20 minutes because that's what you want. Another 5 minutes with me. That's already what?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And then Pound Town?
2.
Not even. Chill. Trying to make me look bad on the internet.
I never said you.
You were literally describing us
No,
during that
I
conversation,
wasn't.
and then you said 2 minutes.
I did not ever describe us. I'm not
You
talking
said
about us.
You like 20 minutes.
okay.
5 minutes with me, and then Pound Town 2 minutes.
I
That
didn't
is
say that.
not
I wasn't
accurate.
thinking that in my brain.
That's not accurate. But, however, if you're trying to do a quickie, 2 minutes is fine. I think, how long should a quickie last? Ooh.
Well, quickies are quickies.
But how quick is quick? And how quick is
I
too
hope
quick?
quick.
I feel like
Oh,
like
yeah,
5
it
minutes.
can be too quick
I think 5 minutes
for a quickie.
for a quickie is solid timing.
Yeah, it can be.
Because it's kind of like, the point of a quickie is kind of like, all right, you get in, you get out. I think a lot of times a quickie is unfair for the girl.
Not really.
Like-
or at least for me, I don't think so.
Like, I feel like a lot of times it's kind of like, as a guy, you're just kind of like, oh, I gotta go so fast. And it's like, oh, man, I'm done in 2 minutes. And it's like, dang, the girl was not even done.
I feel like it depends. Like, I don't feel like I need to be done sometimes. When like for a
Oh, I
quickie,
see what you're saying.
it's just like it's
Like
a
the
quickie.
experience.
I don't expect it. You know, it's kind of just like I don't know. It's just like a little adrenaline rush type of thing, and then it goes away.
I
That's
never
how
thought
I
about
see
that.
it. Hmm.
I've always thought like quickie was more for like the dude,
Like yeah, it can be.
because I feel like it takes women a lot longer to finish sometimes.
I think it just depends.
Depends. I mean, I guess with everything it just depends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think like overall, like just Pound Town, maybe like 10 minutes.
Max or minimum.
Like just overall, like 10 minutes
Oh,
is
that's
a
like
good
the sweet spot.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you're consistently going for 10 minutes.
That's a long time.
I think the full experience between two people, if it's like you're already like, you know, together and stuff, on average, your time there is probably like 30.
Like as a couple?
As a couple,
Is
it's
that what
probably
you're saying?
like the full on making out everything. It's on like the whole package. It's like probably like 30 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
But
Total.
I also think when you throw a kid into the play, you got to be a little bit faster sometimes, because it's kind of like, oh dang, they're waking up, and it's like, dang, let's go.
Or you just don't know when they're gonna wake
You
up.
just don't know, and it's like you just got to get in there and get out, and then it's kind of like, dang. Or sometimes
Yeah.
you risk it all and you do the whole thing, and you're just like, all right, we made it to the end. But sometimes that doesn't happen. And so I feel like overall, I would enjoy 30 minutes, 30 to 40 of overall experience.
Of
But, like,
overall experience, I could
Yeah.
agree. But just
getting pounded is like, dude, that's like,
yeah,
that's probably gonna hurt
I
after a
think
while.
just no more than 15.
Like, imagine like 15 minutes of straight up getting railed.
I think 15 is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's solid.
I mean, it's a pretty long time, but I'm saying no more than 15. I guess max.
15 minutes maximum. I feel like
Yeah.
it's also different too when like there's alcohol involved. Like for me,
Yeah,
I feel like when that's the case, it's like, dude,
you can go on forever.
I'll just like go until I'm sober.
The next day, That
Legit. Like I don't
like by choice, or you just can't.
not like both. Like I just kind of want to keep going.
Oh, okay.
But then it's also like, I feel like there's a lot of guys out there where alcohol is the reverse. And it's like, oh my God, I'm drunk. 2 minutes in.
Right.
I'm
If you're
vibing.
really drunk, I feel like you're just
You're just kind of sloppy.
yeah.
Yeah. But like if you're like solid buzz, it's like, let's go home. And then,
Well, I feel like those like, oh, let's go home. Those are gonna be maximum like 15 minutes.
really? Not if I'm drinking.
I think so.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It's never gonna be a steady line, right? It's always gonna be like
Right, because again, it just depends on the mood.
scenario. It's like what time of day it is, like when you get a chance. It's like, yo, it's
So we're just talking about in general.
yeah, just like overall, like for people, I don't know, like I mean, because like before, it's kind of like we were together and we didn't have a kid, so that
It's so different.
that type was like very different. And now you have a kid, or we have a kid together, and it's like that's like a whole different scenario, different timings, different like you gotta approach it like a lot different. And so I think they're both fun in their own ways.
I just think it's the same, but a little different. I
It's
don't know.
different. It's different. There's a lot more freedom, definitely. When
Obviously.
you know there's no kid, because you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about them seeing you and stuff like that. You don't want to traumatize a kid, man. Like how many of us have been traumatized? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
like I'm like, if I thank the Lord, I have never walked in on my parents ever, so
I
I'm not
can't say
scarred like
that.
that. So I'm pretty sure you're scarred a little bit.
Yeah, I am, and it sucks.
Yeah, and it's just kind
Or
of
like now, I don't really care so much.
yeah, but then at the time, it's like the next morning you had to wake up and your mom's making you breakfast. It's like, damn, my mom's in a really good mood. It's like, and then she just has no idea that you saw,
Yeah, true.
you know, and it's like,
Do
she's
you
all
ever
happy.
tell your parents, like when you're older, like I saw you?
I mean, what's the point?
True.
Unless you're trying to like talk about it deeper. But what are they gonna say?
I feel like my parents are not the type of people that would want to talk about it.
Yeah, but it's like, what are you gonna do? Hey, mom, dad, when I was 12, I walked
Just so
in
they
on you guys.
know.
But what are they gonna do? They don't care.
They're gonna be like, oh dang, I thought you guys never saw us.
Yeah, but it's just like you're just gonna embarrass them at this point.
That's what I want. Just
Well,
kidding.
that's different. That's a whole different topic.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, have your parents ever walked in on you?
No.
I think my dad walked in on me one time, but he didn't see anything.
Oh.
He just heard.
Yeah, I feel like my parents probably heard something, but I don't think they ever walked in.
So, I mean, we also traumatized our parents,
True.
but like, you know, they never saw me, which
Yeah,
is a
that's
good
true.
thing. But
Or
it's
you
like,
think they didn't, just how your parents
nah,
thought you
my
never
doors
saw
were always
them.
locked.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no way they're getting in there.
okay,
Yeah.
because you didn't have a window.
Yeah, but the window was like,
I know,
they're not
I'm just
gonna
kidding.
go outside the house just to look into my, like, that's
Who
not,
knows what's going on in that room?
that would be weird if they did that.
That's true, unless they were worried for you. That's something.
Plus, I had a curtain, and it's like, you know, actually, I
Okay.
had a towel for a curtain, I think, at one point.
Go check out the other podcast where Carlos did not have a bed sheet on his mattress.
Oh man, we get roasted on that. But this is gonna wrap up today's episode. I know this episode was very hot and spicy, but these were little topics that I feel like they were interesting. And as couples out there, you kind of like you know, you kind of want to know, or you know, you're just like a little bit
I
interested.
think it's just interesting to know.
People do it all the
but-
time. Something natural, something that happens. That's literally what we're, you know, put on this world to do, is to do that, to have kids. Like, that's
So
what your
let
body's
us
made
know in the comment section what you guys think like the minimum and maximum is for these things.
for. Or do you enjoy doing those things, right? Or do you just do it to make your partner happy?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like, do you enjoy giving a blowjob for 12 minutes?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let us know what you guys think. Drop down in the comments below, and then we'll come up with some new spicy,
Juicier.
juicy topics. We have a lot more topics to cover, and so yeah, I mean, if you're listening or whatever, follow us, subscribe to the podcast, share with your friends, with your family. Share this to your girl. If she's giving you a minimum of 1 minute, be like, look, Carlos right here said
10,
15 minutes
15.
minimum. That's the US, center this part. USA's national average blowjob should last 15 minutes. That's a fact.
According to Carlos.
According to Carlos. Send her that. Man, you're welcome, buddy. All right, we're done. Let's get me
Bye.
off of this microphone.
Please.